Okay, here we go. This is August 2025's Chit Chat with me, Aleez Glory Fire Throne. You can see my name tag above me so you can look me up on Second Life. I do these monthly. That's the goal. And to let people know what's going on or not going on the sim. Keep you updated of sorts. Please tell your friends, relatives, everybody in Second Life to tune in and listen in monthly. You can see all my other videos by going, just basically searching Aleez Glory, and you'll see them. But you can visit me in the world of Second Life. Bring your avatar on in. I have a landmark that's in the description of this so you can come visit. Having said all that, please like, subscribe, and yes, you can feel free to comment as well. I'm here at my home, so there's kind of random hit and miss stuff. One of the things I'm going to cover is the church, because there is a church on site here. The media board gives access to the church. And there's 3 services on Sunday. There's 1 service on Wednesday. And it's a real life church in real life in Shreveport, Louisiana. So come join us on Sundays because we go into the little church, which is in the welcome area below. It's public. All you have to do is be at least 15 days old in Second Life. And yes, you can join us there. Let me turn around here. I'm at my house. You're going to see my back. Excuse me. I've set it to sunrise, the lighting, in case you're wondering about the lighting, because it's morning here. So, hey, we're going to do morning. This is my office in my home, but these boards, I just have a small one in my office. The board you see up on the wall right here, that gives an idea of what's going on. And yeah, I post some real life stuff on there because I'm in SL Daily and it's just easier to have kind of my calendar stuff all in one place. You get my drift. I'll be doing a set at the Fired Up Club, which is on the sim, Thursday. So be sure you look at this board. Occasionally, there's one in the welcome area. There's one at the club area. So you can tell what's going on, what time, and all that good stuff. It's our Google Calendar. Let me turn myself around, and I'm going to go for the gold and try to make the TP teleport successfully to the welcome area. Okay, we made it. And since I landed right in front of this, give it a moment to rest. See these lucky flower games? They've grown in popularity and they pay out weekly. There's a number of them around the sim and a couple of them at the club. So I would advise you to play those if you're looking for it. Linden, and it helps the sim out just by having visitors and people to hang around. If you've noticed on Second Life, a lot of the sims are totally empty, privately owned sims. There's like maybe 1 or 2 people, with the exception of a few big, well-known clubs. And I'm not so sure those are real avatar people behind there with the crowds they maintain. But anyway, that's a whole other story. But yeah, you can get Linden that way. I always urge people to tap these vote boxes, please. Do that daily. It does help. We need all the help we can get. In here, of course, is the rentals. So be sure. We've got little cabins, little cottages. We've got sky platforms, but they are rentals. You're not purchasing land, so keep that in mind. You don't have as much of free reign with rentals. However, they're a good deal for somebody that needs someplace to create their own home and change, do whatever. The coffee contest has grown. I usually pick up my cup of coffee and stand around here in the mornings. As long as there's 5 or more people listed on that playboard up there, it pays out the 1st and the 15th of every month. So if there's less than that, I just do it once a month, which is the 15th. So drink up. You can have cookies. See that bottle of wine there? Yeah. If you're having a bad day, you can even have that. And for the health conscious, over here is the fruit. Teleport's in front of me. Look for these yellow pads around the sim. You can click on that teleport and get you to the places you want to go, whether it be the sandbox, the highway, and all that. As I've said over and over again, please join group. If you don't know how to do that, most of you are going to get a group invite as soon as you land on the place. But I know we tend to ignore all these pesky pop-ups when we land someplace. So there are boards over here. If I go too far, I'm going to lose my point on my cup of coffee here because it only allows you to step out so far drinking. That board, if you tap it, you'll get to join Bright Group, Bright Ideas Group. This board over here, you get to join the club group, which is Fire Kickin'. So the advantage of joining Bright Group is that you are going to have more access to the sim. If you refuse to join group or you just don't want to be in group, there is a subscriber board in here. You won't get all the notices, but if you tap that board, you can get some of the notices, the key notices. If you want to unsubscribe, you just come in here and click it again kind of deal and unsubscribe. Some prefer, I got all my groups filled, I don't have any room. But we do have coins around the place. By we, I mean Sebastian, my partner, and myself. I've had this sim for years and years and years, so we won't talk about that. Whoops, I just did. Let's see, I did not do my regular routine thing last night. Pick up the empties. Sebastian's going through some health procedure. So I did not do my regular stuff, but here's another one of those flower games that pays you Linden if you get on the board, and it pays out every week. I think one of them around here pays out every 3 or 4 days, but don't hold me to that. All right, the church. That's what I mentioned earlier. Over here is the church. And if you click this little statue, you're going to get your own little Bible verse. It's going to come in local chat. There's another teleport. Oh, my phone is going off. Okay, there we go. And sorry about that. Go in here on Sundays. You'll have to enable media in your sound. You don't know how to do that. Well, I'm not going to bother to explain it. But if you've got it checked that you've got media, the ability for media and sound, which I don't, you can click this board right here, Word of God, WOGM, and you'll be able to participate in the live service. 3 services on Sunday at different time slots. And if you see down here, https://live.wogm.com. If the media board doesn't work, you can put that in your browser and you're all set. Now, if you're in the church on an odd time, you can keep clicking this little pastor that's behind the pulpit, and he will give you a little mini sermon. Just keep clicking. The sermon will appear in your local chat. Back here, this box, see if I can pull up a little bit. This box right here says Glory. You get free worship items if you click it. You get a little folder and some goodies. Okay, so Sebastian and myself attend the services in SL. It's 9:45 our time, but in SL it's much earlier because we're 2 hours difference. But we usually attend the one that's at 9:45 Central Time, if that makes sense to anyone. So you can come see us then. The church services, yes. Well, what can I say? I am a Christian. Try not to bash over the head with my Bible or anything like that. I know there's all sort of belief systems in Second Life, and we honor those. We do require that people be at least 15 days in SL to be on the premises. Please make sure your profile has something on it, so it looks like, you've taken some time, due diligence to look like you're legitimate within Second Life. Because I do look at people's profiles and think, hey, if they can't bother to fill in a profile, which is just basic stuff, then why should I bother to make my place available to them? If you get my drift. Because I do offer hunts and games that pay people Linden. Okay, here's another one of those calendar boards in this welcome quarter of the sim. So if you need to find one that's easily accessible, it's right here by the welcome area, the HQ building, which is right in front of me right now. All right. The club is kind of tailored back. We haven't really been running it too much. It's pretty demanding. We would like somebody to take it over that's kind of the same mindset as us, meaning we're not into escorts, we're family friendly. And, well, if you need more information about that, just let me know. But it's a good way for somebody that wants to operate a club on their own, but not have to pay like land fees and the responsibility of all that. Then we do have a venue. Let me TP up there and I'll show you the venue. Okay, here it is. The club. And we can restructure this if somebody's interested in making it their own. But since we're not charging you anything for the use, and we'll help promote, we have just under 500 people in group, and we can promote in our group whatever you got going on. All that we ask is you kind of mention the sim and the things on the sim. For instance, the sandbox, rentals, the highway. You don't have to constantly be promoting us, but at least mention it. Other than that, you can run it. We have bowling alley over here, some more flower games. We have lucky leather chairs. You do have to be in Bright Ideas group to be able to use them. Vault. We turn on the vault when there's sets here. Let me check this gold bar and see if it's empty. I pick them up. If they're empty, and put them back out when a set's going on. Okay, it looks like we're all clear. I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Sploder's a good deal. All you have to do is pay 5 Linden to join. And no matter where you are in SL, when that thing goes off, it's going to pay you. So you're not going to have to stand around the club for days or whatever, or be here. All you have to do is join once, and when it has enough participants, you're all set. We have a bull riding contest over here that pays a linden if you're able to stay on El Diablo for a while. Another vault tuck back there and all these lucky leather chairs. And if you do not have a group invite, there's a little group join right there, conveniently located. We do appreciate if you use our advertising boards for your own advertising needs. They're low cost. It helps us defray expenses. Over and over again, I've said, hey, this place costs me in excess of $200 a month just to maintain it, the basics, just to keep the lights on. So anything you can donate to the sim, rent, use ad boards, shop while you're here, donate board right here, it's appreciated. If you want to give to the club when we have sets, and there's a Google board telling you when those are, please give right here at the thermometer, and that helps go to the club itself. Well, keep Sebastian in your prayers. He has a doctor's visit, well, more than a doctor's visit today. I won't go into that, but please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. We appreciate it. And I'll see you next month. September. This month is flying by fast. So if you want to run a club, hit me up. If you want to attend church services, yeah, we have them here, among other things. All right. Love you guys, and peace out. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'm out of here.